What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Yarn Dungeon. We are going to be learning a brand new stitch for our Stitch and Scream crochet along blanket because we have officially entered another month, the month of March, which in my countdown world, we are getting extremely close to halfway to Halloween. So I am just in a fantastic mood today. Before we get into the ins and outs of the stitch, the sticker, what movie we're going to be watching together, I need to know, how's it going? Are you enjoying the project, the past two stitches? Have you liked them? Or maybe you found one that you're like, you know what, this is not for me. That's fantastic as well, because that's what this whole project is about. Exploring new stitches or finding some stitches maybe that you've forgotten about and seeing if you might want to incorporate them into some of your upcoming patterns. Another question that I get all the time is, this is fantastic. I love this stitch, this square, really cool. We're making a blanket, but like, now what can I do with it? And for me, my first answer is always going to be, how about a cardigan? I love crocheting cardigans, and especially with these past two stitches and this one that we're going to learn today too, they work up incredibly well for cardigans. But not everybody wants to make multiple cardigans in a month or a year, or even like sit down and make a cardigan in general. So if you're working on something else with the previous stitches, let me know. Cowl, a beanie, fingerless mitts, backpack. I've seen a couple of those and I'm loving the pictures. So don't forget that we do have a hashtag Stitch and Scream, hashtag altknots, hashtag altknots Ghoul Squad. We have a couple of them. Instagram, TikTok, all over the socials. So if you're wanting to see some of the other things that the Ghoul Squad has been making, check out those hashtags. So what stitch are we going to be learning this month? It is called the Grit Stitch, which first and foremost, love that name. Immediately you're going to see it has some incredible texture to it, and it's a one row repeat, which you might be catching on that I really enjoy that, especially for blanket making. It's very easy for me to watch horror movies as I'm working this up or throw a podcast on. Basically, I can multitask when we're doing this. All I need to do is remember the one row and get into it, and then it's just kind of like muscle memory at that point. A little recap of the project just in general. It's been an entire month since we last met up, chit-chatted about everything. So every single square is 23 by 23 inches. Now, this is only important if you want to have the final project be the size that I'm creating. If you want to make a smaller or a bigger project, really this is a super low-key crochet along. It's just a fun excuse for the entire Ghoul Squad to get together, us work up a project, see all the fun variation that we come up with. I do suggest, however, sticking with a worsted weight or a number 4 medium. I am using the Wander acrylic yarn, and I'm using it in the color pomegranate and obsidian. So far, you've only seen me use the pomegranate in these videos and then also in the tutorial for the stitch. That's just because it's a little bit easier to see instead of me using obsidian, which is a black yarn. A little difficult to see the technique of how I'm actually creating the stitch. I just wanted to reiterate that because there is no limitation to the yarn color that you can use. You can do a different color for every single block. You can use a gradient color for every block. Like, it's totally up to you. I'm only doing black and red because that's my favorite colors, and I know that I want this blanket to be out in my movie room, so it's gonna go with all the rest of my decor. And also sticking with a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. That way all your squares will be the same size no matter what size you decide to make them. Of course, we have to have a sticker for this month, and if you haven't printed out the sticker chart yet, again, that is down below. Definitely snag that. I have mine hanging up in my office, and then I've printed out multiple stickers, to be honest, just because I love stickers. Here is a preview of what March's sticker looks like. You can either print this off on normal paper, you can print it off on sticky paper, make your own sticker that way, or you can collect them all, and at the very end, so December, when the last sticker comes out, you can print them out all on one page and then stick them. For me, I like having the sticker for the month and putting it up there and kind of like counting down. But again, this is your crochet along, so do it however you would like to. This is a Stitch and Scream, which means we need some sort of movie to watch while we're working this up. And this month's movie is Sleepy Hollow. I don't know why I felt like the Grit Stitch and Sleepy Hollow went together so well, but I just feel like they do. It also might be because March is kind of like like the beginning of spring. Things are a little bit soupy outside, but starting to grow a little tiny bit. Not so much where I'm at, but there are patches of grass. Even if the grass is not green in any way, shape, or form, I can still see the grass a little bit. So that combined with the universe that's created in Sleepy Hollow, I just felt like it was perfect. If you're interested in watching the movie with me and the rest of the Ghoul Squad, this will be happening on March 22nd, which is a Wednesday, here in the Yarn Dungeon, 7 p.m. Central. We'll meet, we'll chit chat. You can watch the movie or you can just come hang out and the chat will be running. We'll be talking about the stitch, obviously. So if you have any questions about it, it's a fantastic time to come join in. We'll all be chatting about it. We talk about many other things too. Coffee, tea, new yarn that comes out, maybe new hooks, like everything and anything. So even if you're not interested in the movie, but you still want to come for the chit chat, please do. I know it's kind of a long time from now, so the video is already up. You can click on that live and turn on the notification bell. That way you're checked in, your seat is saved, but you don't have to remember it anymore. It'll just pop up as soon as it's getting close. Grab your yarn, grab a spooky beverage, and come watch Sleepy Hollow with me. All right, ghouls, so that is officially it. Thank you again for not only hanging out with me, but joining along in this Stitch and Scream blanket, the 2023 crochet along. Honestly, it would not be any fun by myself. So thank you so much for joining and I hope that you're having fun with it. The tutorial for the stitch is already out, so make sure you click on that, head on over, check it out, crochet with me. You can even get started today if you wanted to. But for now, that is it. So have a fantastically spooky rest of your day. Enjoy this month's stitch and I will see you in my next video.